Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is DC, and here on this channel we talk all things budgeting related, whether that is cash stuffing, check-ins, or savings challenges. I am here for it all. So this video, you guys, we will be going over my mid-month check-in for the month of February, and ciao, let's go. So, you guys, for the mid-month check-in for February, I just want to, first of all, I want to say I feel like this is a confession. I feel like, Usher song Confessions is playing in the background. Like, these are my confessions. Just when I thought I said I could say, the money on the side, it just told me it had another plan and another way. And so I'm just so thrown and I don't know what to do. I guess I need to, come and let you guys know what's going on. These are my confessions. And, I thought I was going to be able to maintain this relationship, but see, this month, I'm not sure. And my budget told me that it's, a couple stacks greater and it's keeping it. It's not going to savings. So, you guys, that is kind of the update. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's basically what happened. To make a very long story short, I feel like I don't really talk about my personal life too much, so I am going to give you guys a little bit, of some information about my personal life. So at the end of January, okay, rewind, because, sometimes you just don't know how to say stuff, so let me rewind. So I am the primary caretaker of my grandmother, myself, and my younger brother, and then my older sister. But my older sister is in the military, so she doesn't live, in the same state as us. So it's really just my younger brother and I, and then my boyfriend who helps us. And we take care of our grandma. My mother passed away a couple of years ago, and ever since my mother passed away, I've just been the person kind of taking care of my grandma with the assistance of my siblings. So fast forward the last week of January, my grandma, she just, and it actually happened on my brother's birthday, which was kind of like sad. My grandma, she just wasn't herself. Called EMS. Basically what happened was my grandma had a couple of mini strokes, and she ended up staying in the hospital because they needed to observe her. And then while she was in the hospital, she ended up catching COVID-19. And I've said it before in some people's comments, but I've never really said it here on my channel, that my grandmother, she is bedridden and she's disabled. She has a lot of pre-existing health conditions, so that was kind of scary. Not in and of itself, even the strokes were scary, because that's how I lost my mother. Actually, very unexpectedly, my mother had a stroke and she passed away. The day before, she was completely fine, but that morning she ended up having a stroke and passed away. So, it was very scary for me. I say all this to say this. The budget went out the window, y'all. It just went out the window. And it wasn't even like it was because I was intentionally throwing it out the window. It was just too many emotions for me to handle. And I think, that's part of the reason why I was like, I really wasn't eating. And then if I was eating, I was dining out because I really didn't want to cook, because I was in the house, by myself. And even if I wasn't by myself, if my brother and my boyfriend were here, it still kind of felt like by myself, because I'm so used to my grandmother being in the house, because my grandmother was in the hospital for 2 weeks. So so she was even in the hospital for my birthday, and that kind of messed me up. Anyway, you guys, long story short, just to say, the budget went out the window. Like I said before, it went out the window because I was dining out. And then when they called me to finally get my grandmother to come home, there were so many things that they wanted me to purchase that I had to go to CVS and Walgreens and some other stores to kind of get those things, because my grandmother wasn't eating. And so, like, even when she got home, she still really wasn't eating. So I had to go buy some Boost and Ensure and things like that to try to make sure that she had everything, she needed. And so just like how some people spend all their money on their pets or their children, for me, it's my grandma. point blank period. Like, I don't care what it is she needs. I don't care how much it costs. For me, it's my grandmother. It's always been my grandmother. It's always going to be my grandmother. No matter what she needs, no matter what she wants, I'm going to provide. And so, you know, that, like I said, threw my budget out the window. And then also, I did a little emotional spending on my birthday and caught me a new iPad. I'm gonna put a picture of my old iPad up on the screen so y'all can see it. Like, I had jacked that thing up, got cracks and all kinds of mess over it. So let's go and dive into this. Check in the little bit of money that I had saved over for savings challenges at the end of January. Capiche? You know, it's gone. So you guys, this is, you know, my tracking that I did. Don't be all nosy, you know, trying to see exactly what I spent my money on. Just know it's spent, okay? It's spent. So this, is what I'll be going by, and I will be updating you guys on what happened. Okay, guys. So I have went ahead earlier and I did my expenses for week 1. So I'll go over those really quick. And I spent $21 in gas. I spent $89.06 on dining out, $99.77 on groceries, and then $106.80 in like cash or credit cards. So I did use my credit cards too. So, but for the cash expenses that I was cashing out, it was $106.80. But in addition, with my new iPad, it was $1,087.08. But that iPad, I'm just leaving on my credit card until next month. So with the cash out for week 1, I cashed out $216.87. And I have already taken that to the bank. I took that to the bank to go ahead and pay off the credit cards that I did use. So then for week 2, which is this week, for dining out, I spent, and some of these purchases are on the credit card, and then some of these purchases were cash. So I didn't want to confuse you guys, so I'm only going to pull out the money that I still need to pull out. I'll give you guys the grand total. Gone ahead and pulled out all the money that I needed to in order for me to be able to close this out properly. So for dining out, I spent $172.59. And then, like I said, some of these were cash expenses. So, and then some of these were credit cards. I'm only going to be pulling out credit card expenses. Groceries, $70.26. And then if you guys remember, I actually don't pay for the groceries unless we go over budget, which is $100. So both weeks they didn't go over budget, so we were fine. Then for personal spending, I spent $31.96. For gas, I spent $12. For unbudgeted expenses for this week, it was $186.47, which my grand total in spending for this week was $473.28. To cash out expenses was, I rounded it this week, which was $276. Actually, when I took that money to the bank last week, I rounded up to $217 as well. But that's how much I needed to pull out of my envelopes, $276. And like I said, I went ahead and pulled them out, the different envelopes, so that it didn't take too long. Just gonna sort this money that I have gotten out of my envelopes, and then we'll go back and calculate it. Let me get my calculator just in case you guys are in frame and can see this. So let's put the dollar bills here. Dollar bills, 20s. These are like all dollar bills. Oops. Y'all, I'm getting used to using this cash tray. Y'all, I ain't used to using no cash tray, so this girl got to get herself together. All right. So let's see how much money we have. It should be, like I said, 276. So let's see. 20, 40, 60, 80. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. So that's $200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 240. Let me put this on the calculator just in case. 245, 50, 55. 256, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. So, yep, $276 is what I am taking back. And some of the things that were unbudgeted for week 1 were like medical supplies for my grandma, as I stated earlier. And in addition to that, just, some things that she wanted here at the house. And then for week 2, some things that were unbudgeted is my friend, or one of my old coworkers, her birthday is coming up, and I wanted to get her a gift, and I forgot to budget for that. So I went ahead and did that. One other thing that was unbudgeted was, oh my gosh, you guys, if you do not know, Gina Renee Budgets, I believe that's her name here on YouTube. She has a buy me a coffee, because her husband is going through some medical issues. If you guys want to go further into that, you can go check out Gina's YouTube channel, or you can check out Gina's Buy Me a Coffee link so that you can find out what's going on. But she is asking for and needs help. She is a part of the budgeting community. And so if you guys could be so gracious to at least check out the link that'll be linked down in my description box. And even if you can't afford to give anything, at least, send a prayer up for her and her family so that she's able to, kind of get through this tough time that she's going through. And I will, like I said, I'll make sure that I leave that down in my description box for you guys to go check out. But that was one of the things that was unbudgeted for this week. A little bit of information for you guys about what my expenses were looking like. I'm pretty sure I had a couple of no spend days, but I actually didn't track them. That was supposed to be a part of my February goals. But if I'll be completely honest with you guys, I didn't write not near one of my February goals down. So you know what, sis, just gonna try again in March because I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I do know that one of my goals is to finish reading a book, and my sister and I are reading books together. We're reading After the Rain by Alexander L. this month. It's like a poetry book about self-love, self-awareness. Is actually really good. So if you guys have never heard of her, go check her out on IG or on YouTube. She's done a couple of interviews, but those were 2 of my goals that I know for sure. So I hope you guys... Okay, y'all, here's a piece of happy mail. I did win a giveaway from First Time Mom 76. Me in these giveaways. I think I'm gonna stop answering them because honestly, I enter them not with the anticipation that I will win. This is the Live Rich Planner. Y'all were not in frame for a while, and I was around here recording looking crazy. So I unboxed this from First Time Mom 76. She is a budgeting channel. I won this on one of her giveaways. This was the beautiful thank you card that she included within my package. And then this is the item that I won in the giveaway. It is the Live Rich planner by the Budget Mom. And in this planner, it has 2021 to 2024 mapped out here for you. And then it has the monthly spread where you can add your goals. If you want to see some people, you have that here. What are your monthly wins? And what are you going to do for your projects this month? And then you can have your personal focus for each of your months, as well as your work focus for the month. Then you have this personal finance page, which is a nice little trim down of what I see in her budget by paycheck books. Then you have the financial goals, your savings challenges, and then areas to cut in your spending. What's your why? What's your why for this year? How to track your daily spending, as well as what's your debt and savings goal progress. Then this is like personal planning. So what's your meal prep? I definitely will be using this because I do meal prep dishes for my grandmother and myself. Then my shopping list is here, important reminders. What about my habits that I need to be tracking? What housework do I need to be doing? What's my goals for this week? And it kind of gives you that same, this is a weekly view, and it gives you that same feel for about, it looks like maybe 5 weeks within the month, and then it starts over until the next month. And it is undated, so it is gonna be used, maybe not in 2022, but a sister gonna use it. It might be my planner for next year. Okay, so small steps in the right direction add up to success. She has a couple of nice quotes here. Be proud of the changes you are making. Amen. Thank you, the budget mom. I need that. Be proud of the changes you are making, because honestly, sometimes, ooh, it even has notes over here. Sorry, y'all got squirrel brain. But it even has like the notes here. But going back to this quote here, sometimes it can get very discouraging whenever you are on a budgeting journey. And so even if you fall short, you guys, we do need to be proud of any of the small steps that we make towards progress. So celebrate all of our small wins, whether that's one no spend day, 2 no spend days, or if we spent $5 less in a week and eating out. Like, we need to celebrate all of our small wins. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I look forward to commenting and chatting with you guys in the comment box below. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down for me. I am almost at 500 subscribers, you guys, and I'm thinking at 500 subscribers I might do a Q&A, because won't I get a community tab post? So if I get a community tab post, then I can post, you know, a community tab, and then you guys can ask me some questions, because like I said, I do know that you guys really don't know much about me, but I don't know what it is that you would like to know about me. So if you have any questions, once we hit that 500 subscriber mark, I'll definitely post my community tab post asking for the questions, and I would be more than happy to answer them. But I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. Be safe out here. Be blessed. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week or weekend. See ya.